Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today I will talk about a way of target practice that I try to do a couple of times every year out in my hunting grounds. Before I come to that topic, I will say just a few words about the video from last week. For you guys who haven't seen the video, it's called Shoot or Not, and I asked some questions about a wild boar running out in an open field on a driven hunt. And the interesting part in this video is if we shall shoot it or not. Some say directly, yes, I will shoot it. It's a single wild boar, doesn't matter if it's female or male. Some say that it's a female and I won't shoot it. Some say it's a female and I can shoot it because it's alone. And what I should say, it's totally depending on the situation and other circumstances. And there is a lot of you who have pointed that out as well. In this particular case, we was told that all wild boars except females with piglets was allowed for the day. But the leader for the hunt this day asked us to spare big single walking female if it was possible. They said if we were hard to decide and we thought it was a male, it was okay to shoot. In this case, for me, I think this was a big female directly. I understand in the video it can be harder to see. The wild boar was shot further down the line and it was a big female. It was approximately 130-140 kilos and she had no piglets with her, so it was okay to shoot her. So nothing done wrong in this case. And of course it's hard to see if it's a male or a female, but if you try to study wild boars as much as you can out in the open fields in the summertime, in the winter times, on the feeding places or wherever there is a time for it, I think it's much easier to recognize if it's a female or male. In this case, I feel that the wild boar was pretty even in the body. It was a big, round, shaped like a barrel. When it's a male, you often get the impression of they are heavier in the front end and they have a much more masculine appearance all over the wild boar, especially when they are big as this one. In the normal case, I should say that if it is a male wild boar, you see it. If you are uncertain, it's probably female, because there is a very, very heavy masculine appearance on a big male wild boar. Enough said about that. Now to the topic of today, target practicing. The most volume of target practice I do at the shooting range. It's safer, it's more easier, and more convenient. But every now and then I try to go to the hunting grounds to do some more realistic shooting exercise. In this exercise, as I try to describe for you here today, you must be two persons out. You begin with to bring some animal targets. If you don't have this, you can of course have normal shooting targets as well, but I try to bring some animal targets. I have some wolf, some fox, some wild boar, and they are scale 1 to 1, so that means that they are big as a normal fox. It's very important to put the targets where you have good ground for the bullet. Since you are target practicing, you will shoot probably pretty lot of rounds that this day. You can't risk any ricochets or bullets going in directions where it's dangerous. I try to put these targets in different distances and in different angles from where we are sitting when we shall shoot. And when we have put out all the targets in the terrain, we place ourselves in a shooting position. Here you can do a lot of variations. You can sit in a high seat. You can sit with a natural stand like a pile of rocks or a hay bale or some other stuff in the terrain. You can sit down, you can stand up, you can use different sticks. Here you can have a big variation in the exercise. When you have found the way you want to do it for the moment, you simulate that you are out on a hunt, and the leader of the exercise is standing behind you, and you're just waiting, sitting and looking out in the terrain as you are waiting for an animal. And then the leader of the exercise says, for example, fox 3 o'clock. And then you shall turn around and shoot the fox at 3 o'clock with a hit that should be normal for a hunting situation. And after the shot is finished, you wait for a while, and the leader of the exercise says, for example, moose, 12 o'clock, and you shoot at the moose. For me, when we are doing this exercise, the only thing that matters is that it's a deadly hit. I don't count any points or so on. I shoot on the targets as I should have shot on the targets hunting in a real situation. And this exercise I also think is good because you can have a lot of variations. You can decide from the beginning that you have a certain amount of time. From the leader of the exercise said, for example, fox 9 o'clock. You can have already decided that you have, like, for example, 5, 10, 15 or 20 seconds. And then the fox is gone. So you must try to do this exercise under some kind of little stress or time pressure. It makes it more realistic. And I think it get a better exercise. But of course you can also raise the level of time pressure and begin with have no time pressure and then go to like 15 seconds or 10 seconds and so on. If you feel like what we say here in Sweden, like warm in your clothes, you think you will take the exercise to another level, what you can do then is that you take a standing up and simulate that you are on a driven hunt. And you do the same kind of exercise, but you take the shots a little faster between them. That the leader of exercise can say, for example, fox, and just a couple of seconds after that, he says wild boar. And then you have to shoot the fox first, and then the wild boar as fast as possible. Little to simulate a driven hunt where the animals are running, and the situations can come quickly upon each other. And of course, this is an exercise, so you can shoot and accelerate this how much you want. But I find this interesting and fun way to have some target practices. What do you think about this exercise? Is it a good one? What can I do to improve it? And I also want to learn what kind of exercise do you try to do to make the target practice a little more realistic. Please let me know here in the comments, and if there is some good ideas I will try to do a video about that in the future. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss out of anything. It means a lot to us who make this channel that you guys subscribe and like what we do. It makes it easier for us to do more videos.